Today, I wanted to share my love and obsession with a particular adorable land shark, the unofficial mascot of Marvel Rivals and Emma Frost's baby.
No, my baby! They will pay for this!
I present you Jeff the land shark. Now, I'm not a Jeff main or anything, but every time I see him, I literally go like awe with joy. I mean, it doesn't hurt that I'm a sword main, so with that Jeff NATO team up, it's chef's kiss. He is so cute and adorable, and you cannot beat a land and sea combo. I have been wanting and yearning for a pink Sakura strawberry Jeff. Like, come on, that would be so insanely adorable. I need to fill the void somehow and make it happen in real life. So yes, we will have a pink Sakura Jeff that I want. I don't know why, but I am so obsessed with pink, Sakura, or strawberry versions of animals or characters. There's the pouring from Ragnarok Online, the strawberry cows from Story of Seasons. I mean, there's Sakura Hello Kitty, hello, when something is pinkified. The pink is, it just gets to me. I don't know why. So I have to do it. I found some Jeff models online that looked absolutely perfect, but the models seem to have a lot of cavities inside the head area, which is not ideal for resin printing. So I have asked Halo Monster Kid to fine-tune the inside of the model to make sure that there's no oddities inside, and so that I can print it in resin easier and safely. Because you guys know, my luck with resin printing, it's not good. It's not good. So let's hope for the best. And while the Jeff model is printing, I do want to kind of organize things and prepare everything, the paint and all of that, to make sure that we are going to tackle Jeff the land shark like easy, breezy, and beautiful. You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, I just want to make sure that Jeff looks cute, cuddly, so planning and organizing everything was paramount. I need to see all my pink inspirations in one place, pink here, pink there, pink everywhere, so that I can get inspired and motivated. And this tool has allowed me to do just that. Milanote is an amazing visual organization tool that makes it easy to gather ideas, references, inspiration, and organize them all in one place. Sometimes I draw inspirations from everywhere, and I also sketch my ideas anywhere, and trying to gather them in my head can be challenging sometimes. But Milanote makes it easy to keep your inspirations, ideas, and workflow all in one place. I really love that you can organize the boards the way you want it, the way it makes sense for you, and the way that works for you. I'm usually all over the place at first, but when I get my boards organized and ready and visually appealing, it really jumpstarts the whole process for me. Usually I keep my boards pretty neat and simple, as I favor dividing them in major categories that make sense for me. Some are just for ideas, concepts, and inspirations, and sometimes I even make subboards for random information that I know would help me somehow. I also love that you can access it from your laptop or also your iPad. Like, to me, that is so helpful that I can just flip-flop on any device and easily access my beautiful boards. Art projects can sometimes be all over the place, so having notes and to-do lists is truly helpful to keep myself on the right path. Because one minute I'm painting something, and then the other I need to sculpt something, and sometimes my mind is just all over the place, so being able to check things off makes it very easy for me to visualize what's next. I love that you can add notes and also comments to your boards. I need to see what are the important things I need to focus on for the project, because each project is so specific, and they all have their own unique challenges. You can also use Milanote's Web Clipper browser extension to directly add photos and media to your Milanote boards. I also adore how visually stunning the board is for me. It's so easy to move things around and make it all match the pink Jeff vibes that I'm going for. And if you're new to organizing your fabulous ideas, you can go as simple as you'd like, or you can use one of Milanote's over 100 built-in templates to help you get started. If you're ready to organize your creativity, click my link in the description below and try Milanote today. It's totally free and there's no time limit. And again, thank you so much to Milanote for sponsoring this video. Jeff should all be printed by now, and hopefully it is a success. So let's go ahead and get started. After so many trials and errors, we have finally printed out Jeff. Spoiler alert, this is not the same exact one that we will be working with. But, you know, this is the one that I recorded, so might as well show it off. This one was actually a smaller version of Jeff, and this is before Halo Monster Kid finessed and fixed the model. So this one is a little crazy looking. It has a lot of holes in there. It's not perfect. But I thought the process of 3D printing, cleaning it off, preparing it in general is so fascinating because there's so much work that goes into it, which is very, very... it's not fun, it's not pretty, it doesn't smell good, it's interesting. But we do what we can to have an amazing, cuddly land shark, you know, or at least I do. Oh my god, he is so adorable, and I am like super excited to work on Jeff! Ah! Mommy, mommy! mommy, you know what I mean? Like, oh my god, so cute. This one was actually the first trial of the print before Hello Monster Kid finessed the inside of the head. So right now, this head has like so much cavities, and I added a bunch of holes inside his head. Oh my god, there's this big one over here. But you can see there's holes inside of his head too. He's too small to fit with my 1/6 doll scale. I mean, in the comics, he is tiny, but I do want that Marvel Rivals scale, so I had to size him up. But I mean, look at this one. This one is really, really cute. I think I will paint this a different color, of course. He's cute. He's still cute. Because I wanted to size him up, I had to split the model up, and so now we need to put it back together. There's a lot of methods that we can honestly take in order to put these two back together. But I do want this to be as strong as possible and have some anchor in the inside. So I'm just taking some foil, and this will be kind of like our filler so that the inside will have something to hold on to. This will be like the bridge for both parts. This way we can glue the foil onto the inside of the body, and then we can glue the foil onto the other side of the body. And then after that, we can glue the seams as much as we can. The seams are pretty big. Like I said, it didn't print perfectly. That's why there's so much irregular gaps, but that's perfectly fine, and we can always fill it up with epoxy clay. I forgot to film this part, but I actually added clay inside his body as well, kind of towards his butt area, just to weigh the body down, because his head is still kind of heavy for the entire body. Even though Halo kind of finessed it and worked and hollow everything inside, it still has so much details in there that weighs everything down. So, you know, just for safety measures, I thought of adding clay inside the body, you know, make it as heavy as possible just to balance everything out. Oh my god, he is super cute already. I literally cannot contain it. Is it the phenomenon that people have over Labubus? Because I'm like super obsessed. Now it's time to paint Jeff. First, let's go ahead and make sure to give him a solid base of paint. And of course, it has to be the perfect shade of pink. Not too cool, not too peachy. It has to be the perfect Sakura strawberry pink. I did a lot of layers for the base color of Jeff, and I also mixed, I believe, yellow, pink, white in order to get this color, because I did not have this color on the ready. So it's just, I think it's so cute. I did a lot of layers to make sure that he is coated and really, really pigmented. I want his underbelly to be a lighter shade of pink, as I thought white may have been too stark and harsh. Also, I think going for a lighter peachy pink will kind of give it more of a softer look. And again, like I said, I feel like the white would have been too stark of a contrast, and I think this baby pink with the lighter baby pink is just perfect for this entire vibe. And now it's time to add Jeff's markings, and this one I tried my best to make it look as close as Jeff in the game in terms of the details and the markings. Initially, I kind of wanted to really make this super different and maybe change the shape up into Sakura blossoms or something, but I was like, you know what, I really like how he looks in the game anyway, so let's just go ahead and do that. And honestly, it may not make sense and it may not read correctly if I was to do the Sakura blossom, so I was like, you know what, let's just embrace what's going on originally, and we'll still do our Sakura big one somehow. For those of you who do play Marvel Rivals, what is your favorite Jeff the Land Shark skin? For me, I feel like the original and also the gray one so far, and the Venom is my favorite. I think I also kind of want to try out the Marvel Rivals style of rendering with kind of like the painterly style. I feel like it really gives them the comic book look, and also it adds so much character. It is going to be more subtle though, not like super cel shady, because I feel like it's not going to match my dolls if I stray away too far from the realm of my dolls. I want them to match, you know? We're just going to be inspired by it. I think adding the brush strokes in there also adds a lot of character to the figure, makes it look more hand-painted, and I honestly really love that vibe. And so I was like, you know what? Let's just have fun with it. The actual Marvel Rivals like rendering actually has a lot of like different color, like random different colors and highlights that is put in. I believe the Jeff model has like random green or yellow in some of the skin area, which initially I wanted to go for, but again, it was gonna stray too far from the style, you know, the real life world, and it's not gonna match my dolls a lot. But I wanted to try it just to have fun with it, you know? Oh my god, he is looking so cute. I mean, I feel like I keep saying that, but honestly, I'm like obsessed. I'm over here obsessing over this character that I don't even play. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead and start adding the details for his mouth, his eyes, and all of that. I tried my best to not mess up with the outer part of the skin in terms of painting the inside of his mouth because you have to be super careful with it. But I initially started with a really deep burgundy color with the inside of his mouth, and of course his tongue needs to be this perfect pink, rosy, peachy color. For his eyes, I do want it to be ruby colored or deep pink in some way, and also maybe have a heart-shaped catch lights in there. Initially, I wanted a Sakura shape, but it may not translate as much. I was having such a hard time with his eyes because initially in my sketch, I wanted it to be like a lighter color eye, kind of like a rabbit almost, but I feel like the main thing that makes Jeff super cute is because his eyes are like the boba eyes, like the dark boba eyes. So we're gonna change it up towards the end, but this part is I'm gonna be flip-flopping around trying to paint the details. As you can see, we're moving on to the collar now. Like the continuity for this area, for Jeff's face area, is all over the place, unfortunately, and I tried my best to edit it where it's kind of more organized, but it really is not. So please try to stay with me, I guess. I was having such a fun time working on this project because it was something different for me. It was something out of the blue, I guess, out of the ordinary. And honestly, it's literally like I'm obsessed with Jeff. Nowadays, like every time I play with Jeff on my team or like in Doom matches, he's just super cute. He's like a Pokemon. He's like a pet, you know what I mean? He's like the team mascot and he's like everything. He's so goofy, just so cute, so cute. I'm just realizing in some angles, especially from the front, he looks like, is it an axolotl? Is that what it's called? An axolotl? I can see it. Which is very cute still. I was redoing his eyes behind the scenes multiple times, but this is what I ended up loving so much, which is just heart eyes for Jeff, and a little bit of subtle catch lights towards kind of like the side area, which apparently I did not have any footage of, but I mean, it's just two circles. I mean, pink circles and then a white circle on top of it, but he looks super cute. I initially wanted to go for crazy amount of catch lights, kind of like a very starry eye look, but I think if we gloss this up, it's going to be super perfect. Now, of course, we have to paint his name tag and also the buckle for his collar gold. I was also experimenting a lot with the collar color because initially I wanted it to have the Sakura print, but then I was like, if I'm gonna give him the cutie mark, then that's a little too much. So I was all over the place, but I ended up going with pink, which is classic, and I love it so much. We cannot forget about his toe beans, and oh my god, I feel this was like one of my favorite parts. I mean, you don't really see it, but when it's there, and it's really cute. I'm kind of thinking of giving Jeff a Sakura cutie mark, kind of like My Little Pony in some way. I don't know why. I mean, if he's going to be like pink Sakura strawberry vibes, I'm like, maybe I should add some Sakura, cutie marks on him, so perhaps, you know? This part also went through a lot of changes, a lot of color variation, and you may see it in some of the video footage, but I just wanted to give him 3 Sakura cutie mark, and initially I wanted it to be an outline, but then I was like, maybe it needs to be filled in, so it's all over the place. Now let's work on more details to fine-tune everything. Aside from the painted cel shady style of Marvel Rivals coloring, they also have these random outlines and design lines that's just throughout all of the characters, and of course Jeff has them too, which I think brings out a lot of details in terms of how he's supposed to look in the comics and so on. So I thought, why not paint them in and include it in the overall design. With my chalk pastels, I'm just giving Jeff a little bit of contouring, a little bit of shadowing, just to bring in the sculpt a little bit better, because obviously it's such a beautiful sculpt and model, and, you know, just to add a little bit more dimension to his skin. Sometimes adding shadows and contours here and there, even if it's super artificial and even if the model is completely flat, it really does help bring the illusion that there's depth and, you know, just details to the model. And of course, we gotta give Jeff some blush. Because why not? I mean, hey, I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to give Jeff a blushing look. So we're gonna blush him up. He's gonna look so cute. He's gonna look so cute. Oh my god. I mean, it's for me. It's not for everyone. I'm just sharing, you know, but I just feel like it would match the vibe super well. And you know, it just adds so much more cuteness to the overall look. I mean, I think so. And of course, it is my go-to with my dolls. It's a go-to for my own makeup. Like, you can't go wrong with blushing. I may have blush blindness, but I like it. I love it, actually. And the same goes for highlighting and glitterifying everything. Like, hello, it is a Sakura Love edition of Jeff. Like, he needs to have some glitter because it's correct in my world, in my own universe. It's not everyone's cup of tea, but it is for me. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Now let's go ahead and add some gloss to his eyes, to his teeth, to his lips, to his tongue, to the inside of his mouth. Like, it needs to look super, super wet, glossy, and sparkly. And for the overall body, I am giving it a satin finish. We don't want it to be too matte. We also don't want it to be too glossy. So satin is like the perfect medium for both. And now we are done with Emma's baby and my new obsession. Behold, I present you my blushing Sakura Strawberry Pink Love Edition Jeff the Land Shark. I am super obsessed with this custom, this paint job. Marvel Rivals, please add something like this because I would literally die and I would probably make Jeff my main. Like, I would main as Jeff if this skin ever comes true. I am just super, super, super obsessed with how this looks. I cannot believe I finally have this in real life. Like, hello, it's gonna look super, super cute with my collection. And honestly, I love the blush. I love the eyes. I love how glossy like his eyes, his teeth, his tongue is, and like he looks so cute and goofy, but also just like majestic in a way. I love it. I love it so much. Please let me know if you guys want to see more of Jeff, if you want to see other colors, because I am super down to do some more. And now we're done with Jeff the Land Shark.